I don't know how the hell this palette was Jeffree Star approved. Look what came in the mail today. I honestly thought I was just gonna do a natural look today. I filled in my eyebrows with some powder, put a little brow gel on it, and called it a day. Then I go to my mailbox, see this bad boy in there, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I have to do a review right now. First impressions, because I just don't feel right digging into something without sharing it with you guys. And you guys know I love Jeffree Star. I'm not one of those anti-Jeffree people. Clearly, if you can see, I love him. I love his lipsticks. I love his highlighters. I did purchase the Beauty Killer palette. Maybe I should pull it out to reference to it. It is in my drawers because honestly I don't use it that much. Just not a lot of shades that I really like. It was kind of mediocre for me, but I must say that the pigment in his eyeshadows are amazing, so that's why I went ahead and got this palette. So let's just go back to this bad boy. We'll compare it in size. It's the same size as his Beauty Killer one, a little bit bigger. So this is what it looks like. It has the white, the blood sugar. Guys, I am so hyped. Yes, I put on this maroon top so I would match. Okay, so then you slide it out. What the hell? Okay, this is what it looks like. I was saying what the hell because I don't know what is on mine. I literally just got this, but whatever. So now we're just gonna flip it open. It's a little hard to open. It's not like just like sliding open. You kind of do. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see, but one of the eyeshadows is out of place. So here, so it's just stuck in there by some glue, but clearly that glue like isn't keeping it in there. It's more like tacky, so I'm just gonna pop it back in there. I might have to go back in and glue that later. And kind of looks like there's already like a couple of them are popping out. You guys probably can't see, but like this one's popping out, this one's popping out. I can't pull these ones out though, like that other one, but they are just popping up a little bit. So I don't know, yeah, maybe I'm just being extra, but they're just not laying flat. That's what I'm trying to say. They're just not laying completely flat. So these are all the shades. I'll swatch a couple real quick, but I mostly just want to jump right in and start putting this on my eyes. Alright, I'm gonna swatch Blood Sugar since this is the name of the palette. Ooh, it feels really creamy. Oh, sorry, my son is on the floor. Okay, then I'm gonna swatch Extraction with a different finger. So this is Extraction swatched. These colors are really pretty, you guys. I'm sorry, I'm done talking. I just want to go ahead and see what these are about, so let's dive in. I already primed my lid with the Soft Ochre Paint Pot, my fave. I always use that primer, and I always set my primer with some translucent powder. So now I'm going to go in with my Anastasia fluffy brush. I love this one for blending in the crease, and I think I'm going to go in with Cake Mix. This looks like a good transition shade. Not a lot of fallout, which is good. So let's see this bad boy. Oh, sorry if my eyebrows look a little busted up close. As I said before, I filled them in with powder and then I set them, and then I went back in and like did a precise brow because I knew I was going to be reviewing this palette once I saw it in the mail. So don't mind my eyebrows. And don't mind the noise in the background. That's my son playing. Okay, so this color looks more brown in here, or maybe that's just me. But on, it's kind of showing up more pinky. I forgot to mention this palette does retail for $52. It's not what I was hoping for a transition shade, but it'll work. I think I'm going to go in with a little bit of Sugarcane and put, oh no. It's coming out really pink. I don't know if it's just me. These look like a taupe and like a soft brown, but when I put it on, it's like showing up like pink. Maybe it's my lighting, I'm not quite sure. I'm just gonna go ahead and do the other side and you guys can see for yourselves. So first I'm just going into Cake Mix. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with Sugarcane and put that just like I did on the other side. Like, do you guys see that? Like, it makes it like light pink. It's really odd. I'm really excited to use this matte white in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do my brow bone right now. I don't like to wait till the very end because then it's kind of hard to blend. So we're going to take this white and glucose and we're going to pop that on the brow bone. Oh, that is pigmented. A little too pigmented. So just barely dab into that color because that shit is pigmented. So I'm going to go in with this purple shade right here. We're just going to take it there. And I'm just taking this on a clean 217 brush. Just going to put this in the crease. I really like this purple color, you guys. Like, it's amazing. Alrighty, now I'm going to go in with... I'm debating between this one or this one. I think I'm going to go in with this one because it looks matte. And I'm taking that on a new clean 217. This is in the shade Extraction. And we're just going to deepen up this crease. This color looks a lot darker in the pan than it does on the lid. It's kind of showing up more like pink again, purpley, but not like dark. I was expecting it to be like a dark maroon color, and it's kind of showing up more pinky. Let's hope this next purple shade is dark like how I'm expecting it to be, but they're kind of showing up more pinky purpley. So we're just going to go in with this shade all over the lid and see what happens. I'm going to try to deepen it up with this outer brown color, and if this doesn't work, I'm just going to have to take it off because I am not liking the way this is looking at all. So I'm going to go in with this dark brown color and try to define this crease. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go take this off real quick. We are gonna try it again with the red colors, and hopefully we have better luck with those colors because this is looking a hot mess. I'm not liking the way the shadows are blending, and they're just not showing up what they look in the pan. They're showing up way more pinky and way more like red. I was going for more purple plum and I'm getting like Barney. So, okay, so I just took off the eyeshadow, and as you can see, it did stain my eyes even with a primer, which I think is pretty odd. So hopefully my soft ochre paint pot covers this up. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys real quick what my eyes are looking like after I took it off. Okay, so I just re-primed and set my eyes. So we're going to do a take two and try this again because the last time was a hot mess. I'm going to try to do like a more neutral kind of tone vibe with this one. So hopefully it turns out a little bit better than the last one. And I'm really hoping the colors on, I'm probably just going to say on this half, I hope they blend better than the purples do. But purples are just hard in general to perfect, especially when you're vegan. My eyes, as you can see, are still a little stained, but nothing that's like crazy. So I'm first just going to do my brow bone. So since these two showed up so pink in the last one, I think I'm going to try this one maybe as my transition. It's in the shade Ouch. So it's a little dark for a transition, but we're going to work with it. It's showing up kind of patchy, like. So I'm going to try to go back in maybe with Cake Mix. But that's just so pink, like I just can't. And like, there's like a distinct line where I put that white down. And I really hope the camera's picking this up. Okay, so I just put Cake Pop whatever all in the crease. So this I blended a little bit better than the last one. Okay, I'm going to take Ouch actually on a 217 brush. So there's Ouch. Okay, I am liking the brownish reddish colors a little bit more. I'm still not obsessed. The formula, something about it is just off to me. It's not blending that easily. I'm really having to work with it. Whereas like my Juvia's Place eyeshadows are like a quarter of the price and they blend seamlessly every time. You don't have to work at it this hard. And they're true to color when you're using them. It's just not looking like blended seamlessly. It's kind of, I don't know. And I was noticing that when he was doing his reveal video. I was like, they kind of look a little patchy, but maybe that's just me. But now in person, they are kind of showing up like that. I guess we can go in with cherry soda with another 217 and put this, ooh, this is red, bruh. See what I mean? Like it looks darker in the pan and then when it's on my brush, it's like fire hydrant red. That's the one thing I don't like about this palette is that it looks one way in the pan. So you think, oh, okay, I'm gonna do this. And then you put it on your lid and it's a completely different color. Like it's not, I don't know what that is. The damage is done. I'm not redoing my eyes for a third time. So we're just gonna have to make it work. If I'm going to work with red on my eyes, then so be it. I'm not mad at the red, but when I am going into a color like this and it shows up like this, I'm a little salty. But I'm not mad at it. I just wish the colors looked like they did in the pan, not this color. I'm sorry, but that color does not, that looks like that color that I picked up, not this color. If you guys are getting what I'm saying, like it's just, it's frustrating. Go in, I'm not going to use any of the deep purples. If I was doing this for the first time, I would definitely go in with this color, but it's just too purple, too pinky, does not look that good. So I'm actually going to go in with this color, which is Intravenous. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm just going to keep putting this color in. I do think it's looking better. Is it amazing? No. Is it something I can't find in the Modern Renaissance palette? No, not really. I don't know what it is, you guys. Like I can't put my finger on it. I'm just not loving the way it's blending. Looking really like just patchy, like I'm trying to use cheap makeup or something. I don't know. I hate to say that because I just spent $50 on this. I mean, you guys are watching it live, so you guys are seeing not what I was expecting. I had really high hopes and I need to stop doing that. I need to stop having high hopes, but like, oh no. I can see it getting patchy. Like, what is this? Do you see that? What is this? That is patchy, you guys. That is patch. It looks like there's like something on my eye. Okay, we're gonna try to cut this crease to try to make this look a little bit better, but honestly, you guys, I don't know what else I can do. This is like a hot mess. My eyelids look really dry and like just not, somehow I look like I got punched in the eye again when I just redid this whole look. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut my crease. We're going to go in with one of the shimmery shades and we're going to call it a day. Okay, so our only two options for shimmer are this shade right here, Donor, and this shade right here. Like here, let me just show you guys for comparison. This is a Juvia's shade eyeshadow, Juvia's Place eyeshadow, and then this is the Jeffree Star one. So this one's way more blinding. I'm going to take Donor on my 239. I wish it was a little bit lighter. Wish there was like a bright shimmer shade in this palette. I'm not one, I don't really like to wear dark colors on my lids because I already have such almond shaped eyes, and when I put dark on the lids I feel like it just makes them look smaller than they are. So I usually like to put a bright color on my lid, but the quality of the shadow is really good. I'm not even using my finger and it's showing up, so that's good. But I must say, little specks are getting in my eye and that shit burns. Like, it's really burning my eye. Then I'm gonna go back in with this shade and we're just gonna deepen up this crease even more and kind of blend them together. I am not really happy. Like, I was expecting a lot from this palette. Don't get me wrong, the colors are pretty. They're just not really for me. I was really excited when this palette was coming out because I was like, yes, finally a palette that I can wear the colors. It's not just gonna sit in my drawer. I was really comparing it to this palette. So let's just do a comparison. I love this palette. But these shades, you guys, like, they look one way. They're a catfish. They look one way in the pan. You put them on your eye, it's a completely different color. It's brighter, it's more pinker. Like, these two definitely are showing that when I went to use them as a transition. They were not the color. This color is the only one that stays true to itself. The other ones don't whatsoever. I'm having to work really hard to even get this to look semi-decent. It kind of looks like I don't know what I'm doing, which I know is not the case because I've been doing makeup for a hot minute. So I think I'm going to take off the rest of my face, redo my face. There is a lot of fallout under my eye, so there's just no saving this. I'm just gonna have to redo my whole face, which is fine. I usually do my face last anyways, so it's really no different. Okay, you guys, I'm back. I think it looks a little bit better now that I have a fresh base on. I did a little bit of bronzer, so I'm starting to feel a little human again. I'm not mad at it. It's not the best, but we can work with it. So I'm going to, hang on, I just like want to keep blending this shit because it's just like, it's bothering me. But I think this is the best it's gonna get. So I'm gonna go underneath. I'm going to be taking cherry soda on my 217. Oh, do you guys see what I mean? Like that. Never mind, we're not gonna take that, but on second thought, we're just gonna play it safe. I'm gonna go in with this shade. I like this shade the best out of the palette just because it's the one that looks the most like itself, and we're just gonna run that on our lash line. And then we can just take that brush that had cherry soda on it and just use that to kind of blend it out and diffuse it a little bit. But not get that like intense red. So to bring a little bit of light to my eyes, I'm going to use some milk liner in my waterline. I always do this. Okay, now I think I'm going to do my wing liner and put on some lashes, and I will come back to you guys with my final thoughts. So my final thoughts, I do like, it's so hard for me because I want to like this palette. I love Jeffree. I love his product. As you can see, I have tons of his liquid lipsticks. I am a huge Jeffree Star fan. I'm wearing his highlighter right now. Like, I love him. This palette, it does look pretty. It's just not everything I was hoping for. I just had my hopes like up to here. He said he had a new formula, he said this, he said that, and as you guys saw, I had to redo my eyes because the purples were just not working. They looked pink, not purple. I do really like his creativity. I think the box and everything is so cute. I do notice that this will be really hard to stain. I mean, I already have a stain on it and I just got the palette today, so it probably will get super messy. As you guys saw, it's a little hard to open. It doesn't just glide open, it kind of gets stuck, which isn't bad, but it's just kind of not the handiest. Some of the eyeshadows are coming out. They're not evenly placed. They're not like evenly set down like every other eyeshadow palette I've ever had, even Morphe with a whole bunch of eyeshadows in there. I would want to say that my favorite colors are going to be this shade, and yeah, I think that shade. Only because that shade is the only one in the palette that I tried. Now, keep in mind, I did not try every single color. This is the only one in the palette that I tried that stayed true to its color, that and the white one. The white one just came off a little chalky for me, but still pretty. I really love this color. That's what's in my crease. The purples are a no for me. They turned out way too pink. This color, which I was really hoping to like, and did I use that one? No, I don't think so. This color shows up like this color, so I'm not really a fan of that. These two shades look nothing like what they do in the pan. They show up super pink. not neutral or taupey like they look in the pan, which I'm not a fan of. I haven't tried this one, but these shades show up like this. This color isn't really for me. I haven't tried the hot pink and I haven't tried these two, but I did swatch them. Oh, I didn't even see this one over here. Candy floss when I was doing my lid. I could have used that. It's okay. It looks pretty with the gold. I do like the gold more than I had anticipated for all over the lid. So yeah, so far I'll give this palette a 6 out of 10 for me. It's not my favorite. I was really hoping this palette would be something I would be able to use every day, and I don't see that happening. The colors are very hard to blend. You have to work with them a lot, and you have to make sure that you already know what the color is going to be when it's swatched, not what it looks like in the pan, because it does not look the same as it does in the pan. I'm not too pleased with this palette. I'm kind of a little bit upset, but that's only because I got my expectations up so high and the palette was just kind of it wasn't everything that I dreamed it would be. I do think the colors could be more creamier, more easy to blend, not so like chalky, but I do like the palette. Is it worth $52 in my opinion? No, it's not. I would be more pleased maybe if it was more $40 or like $35. I would not spend $50 on this palette again, especially with how much you have to work on the eyeshadows and how much finessing you have to do to even get an even blendable look. It's just not worth it for me, especially being a mom. I do not have that much time to be doing my makeup. This took me like 2 hours, I think, doing this video. So yeah, I cannot be doing that on an everyday basis. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Hopefully this palette works out better for you. I'm going to keep playing around with it and I'll let you guys know in future videos if I do like it. So far it's not looking good. I'm not too happy with it right now, but make sure you guys subscribe to my channel if you aren't already, and I will keep you guys posted on this palette. Maybe it just needs some getting used to. I'm not quite sure, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave some comments down below and I will see you guys in my next one.